Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and I am here to declare Team VanderVonOdd Brown for Season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Now listen, the reason why I'm saying this, if you include All-Stars, that makes 11 seasons. I've probably been reviewing for 7. Bitch. I have only had one queen. Shout out to VanderVonOdd, because I did Dragula and VanderVonOdd, Rag and Bone, who are the producers of the show, did follow me and comment on me, but this is not Drag Race, and I want y'all to stay separate from Drag Race. And I want y'all to stay separate from Drag Race, but I love you, VanderVonOdd. But out of the Drag Race girls, the first girl that ever watched videos, commented on videos, follows me on Instagram that I just started, follows me on Twitter, follows me on social media, is VanderVonOdd Brown. And I live. She has actually done videos where she told y'all, go see Jimmi Pynk. I've never had that type of inclusion into the drag world outside of my local drag. Let me tell y'all a little story about before there was a such thing as real girl drag, where I had a drag queen friend in the 2000s, the early 2000s, called Brianna Williams, that I would do drag and told everybody I was a tranny because real girl drag wasn't a thing. So, in order for me to be able to perform, and I'm sorry if y'all find that an offensive term, but back then in 2002, when I was doing real girl drag before it was a thing, and I couldn't do it, that my friend Brianna Williams told everybody she's a tranny from Cleveland. She's a tranny. That's the only way I could do real girl drag. She's a tranny from Cleveland. Back then, my name was Alexis Alexander. Because drag was not well accepted, and as far as a straight girl being into that shit, and excuse the language when I say you was a fag hag, you was an outcast. In order for me to perform, I couldn't even do real girl drag. My friend CJ had to say I was a tranny, that I used to be a boy. And for those people that know me, I'm very tomboyish, so it was very easy for me to come in with a fucking fitted hat and my t-shirt and my sweatpants and my tennis shoes. And it was believable enough because I'm tomboyish. I know y'all see on the channel the glamour, the wigs, the makeup. That was a long time coming. I was very tomboyish. When I started doing real girl drag wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing. So, I want to give a shout out to VanderVonOdd, because when I did Dragula, because I love drag for the art form that it is, she reached out, Rag and Bone, who was the producers of Dragula, reached out. They told me they watched all of their reviews. And thank you. And I want y'all to get on the level of RuPaul's Drag Race. But VanderVonOdd, who is a contestant on Season 9 of Drag Race, who I watch her live on Instagram and tells her followers, come check out my channel. It means more than y'all think that it does, because I I know I'm a low rent drag queen. And I can never put two and two together to realize that that is exactly what I am, is a drag queen. You don't have to be a biological male to be a drag queen. We got Michelle Visage, we got Wendy Ho, and I never realized, even back in the day before it was a such thing as real girl drag, it never clicked in my mind that I was a drag queen. And it means a lot to me that a queen that is on the most forefront vision of drag tells her subscribers to check my shit out. Even though she was throwing some shade, I love you, bitch, because I'm a shady bitch too, bitch. I'm a messy bitch. I love drama. Shout outs to motherfucking Joanne the Scammer. But it means a lot to me as somebody that could never classify myself in what I was doing to realize that you can be a biological woman and be a drag queen. It means a lot to me because even as a rapper, I know a lot of y'all don't know this, and if y'all want to go back to YouTube and check through when I was actually doing the fucking music shit, that's fine. It never clicked in my head that I was a drag queen as a biological female, as a straight female. It never clicked in my mind that I was a drag queen because it used to be such strict confines of what you were. I'm a fucking drag queen. Just like Michelle Visage. Just like Wendy Ho. I'm a fucking drag queen. I just happen to be a biological woman, but I'm a fucking drag queen. And the reason why I'm encouraging my pink ladies and T-birds to be Team Nina Brown, and I know Dragula is over and I encourage them to be Vander fans too, is because these queens reached out to me and said, bitch, you're fierce, you're doing what you're doing, you are knowing your history in drag, and I appreciate you. And I've been doing this for years and not knowing that, oh, I'm a musical theater nerd. Like, yeah, when I was in high school and college, I did the musicals. Like, I was Abby and Arsenic and Old Lace. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. I was Abby in Arsenic and Old Lace as a senior. Yes. I never could put it together. I never could put that two and two together. And I did drag before real girl drag was a thing. And in my little small podunk town of Youngstown, Ohio, my friend, CJ, aka Brianna Williams, had to tell them that I was a transvestite for me to perform as Alexis Alexander and do Little Kim and get out there and do my thing and make my queen. We first generation of gender fluidity, and I can be a straight black woman and say I'm a fucking drag queen. Y'all know I'm a drag queen. That's why y'all love me. But at the end of the day, thank you, VanderVonOdd. Thank you, Nina Brown, for solidifying that. And whether y'all realize it or not, contributing to the gender fluidity and saying that yes, this straight black girl, old as fuck, from the middle of the Midwest, who could never understand why she was weird, why she was strange, why she was different, can embrace herself and say the reason why I'm all of those things is because I'm a fucking drag queen. And drag, as far as the art form, I love a man that can transform into a woman. But we all born naked and the rest is drag that can say, this girl is a fucking drag queen. And she's fierce. And yes, need work. But this bitch is a drag queen and we accept her. And we accept her for all that she is because I've never had that in my life. So, thank you, Nita Bonita Brown. Thank you, VanderVonOdd. Thank you, Rag and Bone. Thank you, Hey Queen. Yes, because they've retweeted my shit too from reviewing Dragula. Thank you, Hey Queen. Thank you, Boulay Brothers. This shit is stuck. Girl, this is what I need drag queens for. Y'all don't get y'all shit stuck. But thank you. Because I never realized it. And yes, I'm going to put it out there for y'all. At 38 going on 39, I was always an outcast. And as much as I accepted the gay culture, and I ain't about to put my family business out there because they're not out. People in my family that I knew was gay, but I couldn't understand it, and they was in the closet, but I knew what it was. And I put myself out here to try to understand what they were. And just being who I was as an entertainer, as a fashionista, as doing all of these things and not following my niche, that I now have that niche and now realize, even after being a rapper and everything, y'all can go on motherfucking iTunes and buy my songs. Because I thought I wanted to be a rapper, and it's not until this age that I realized I'm a drag queen. And I'm loud and proud about it. I'm black. I'm straight. I'm a biological woman. But bitch, I'm a drag queen. Get into it. Get motherfucking into it. And if you're not into it, then you can't fuck with me. Swear to God, I got a dude. We had the conversation. He is he is prison trade, y'all. He is biracial prison trade. Fine as fuck, big, 6'4", muscular prison trade. But I'm like, bitch, do you see what I'm doing right now? Do you see the movement? And I even got him to put aside his biases and show that people are people. I was able to change his mind. 6'4" prison trade. I was able to change his mind. Like, do you see that we're all just people? And he was like, I got your back. Do you? These people feel you. And you're not biased. And it's helpful. And I feel it. Fuck the dumb shit, man. Fuck the dumb shit, man. I'm a mother fishing drag queen. And I was doing real girl drag well before it was a fucking RuPaul's Drag Race, and I was ashamed. And I remember getting dressed to do a real girl drag gig, and my father telling me, you embarrassed because you in them gay bars and this and this and this, and they gonna think you gay. I'm a girl, Dad. I just like the makeup, the fashion, and the drama. And I really remember, like, really getting attacked by my dad for going to do real girl drag before it was a thing because, excuse my language, everybody gonna think my daughter is a faggot. Even, is that even a thing? Yeah, Midwest. Your daughter is a faggot? Your daughter that 3 months ago just had a fucking abortion? I'm gonna put it out there like that. Yeah. Because no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I've never even been bi-curious. That Kinsey scale, I'm a motherfucking 0. I love penis. But I also love artistry. And I always rooted for the Outcast because I've always been the Outcast. So, and I've always rooted to just be who you were because I've always been weird. I've always been odd. I've always been artistic. I've always been what I wanted to do. And I've always loved drag. I remember, let me keep it 100 with you. Sylvester, You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. Yeah, I remember seeing that on Video Soul in like 83. And was like, I know that wasn't the thing back then. I was like, oh, I like this. You make me feel mighty real. I've never been a judgmental person. Be you. And be comfortable in your fucking skin. And I love my parents. Marv, J.O., I love y'all to death. But when I found drag as an outlet, like I said before, real girl drag was a thing. My friend fucking Brianna Williams used to say I was a tranny just to perform. It was just that outlet. It's like, same thing with me being in drama school and all this. The Outcast was my people. I was different. I was different. I was captain of the cheerleading squad. I was vice president of the student council. I was all that. But it was a front. And now in my older age, I wish I'd had the opportunities Michelle Visage had that I would have been walking in balls and stuff. I want to walk in the ball now. Matter of fact, bitches, let me know. You want me to walk in your ball? Because I will Vogue the house down. Boots. I will Vogue the house down. Boots. Even old as fuck as I am. I'll snatch this shit up in a ponytail and pin that shit up. But I love y'all. And I love drag. And I love the outcasts of the world because the outcasts of the world make the art. You like everybody else, where's the art? So I say this to say this. If you're a drag queen, if you're a drag king, if you do real girl drag like Wendy Ho, or myself, if you, or Michelle Visage, you do real girl drag. If you do drag, if you're a girl to do drag to be a boy, live your art. Live your art.